We're working on a whole new business model around a new product which we're launching, which is called Star Ablation, which is a tumour ablation for spinal surgery. And it's brand new, it's never been in the UK market ever before, and it requires a whole more targeted approach to the UK marketplace. So we need to understand reimbursement, coding, which hospitals are doing which procedures in what volume, so that we can actually launch this in a more focused and professional manner.
The UK market is one of the most important markets for spectral science. The so-called resect and discard strategy was more or less invented in the UK. We are very interested in being adopted as an optical biopsy device in the UK, and we've asked Michael Branagan-Harris to tell us what the first and next steps should be to enter the UK market. Within more or less 2 days, we knew exactly where to go, who to talk to, and what the pathway for the next weeks and months would be. So we have a clear plan now.
In a specific way, device access has enabled us to get hold of information that enables us to look at the top 20 most innovative or in need departments within the NHS that are most likely to adopt our technology based upon their needs and their finances.
We've travelled quite often with device access on overseas trips. The sort of information that device access is able to supply to companies is incredibly invaluable in helping them to understand, particularly if they're a multi-product company, where their focus should be. What are the sorts of products the NHS would want to use? What sort of products would they replace within the procedure? It's really getting an in-depth understanding of how the NHS operates, its procurement roles, where the tariff sits. A very strange concept for many overseas companies is the fact we actually know how the money is being spent on each separate procedure. The sort of information that device access supplies is very, very useful when a company starts to make those sorts of decisions.
So following on from the training that we've had today, I think all the information will help us because we can have a look at the hospital that we're actually selling into before we go in. We can look at the amount that they will be reimbursed for the procedure that they will use our products for.
Well, coding has become an increasingly important feature of work in the health service. And so many years ago when I first trained, procedures weren't coded, but more and more recently treatments have been coded, operations have been coded, diagnoses have been coded, and with all that data now we're learning that can be put together to come up with a single figure for reimbursement for a hospital for that particular treatment episode. Device access has been very helpful. So far I've only just started working with them, but already we've had a lot of data which has helped us to plan how we tackle the problem we have of treating patients at this hospital.
So this information I think is potentially very useful indeed, because if you're going to start making innovations, and in today's NHS any innovation has got to be efficient as well, then the information that we have from device access will enable us to be able to track potential savings within the NHS that are made by changes in treatment patterns.
Before meeting Mike, we tried, like I think most companies, to do it on our own, and not knowing exactly who to talk to and where to go to made us actually lose 1.5 years.
Well, I think it's going to be very valuable for us going forward following this training, largely because we're moving now from a very traditional sales process of being focused on features and benefits and nurturing the relationship with our target customers and clinicians, to one that's a lot more mindful of the business model that the NHS is confronted with. So we understand a lot more about market forces, we understand a lot more about the coding process, the reimbursement process, and we're able to structure our approach and our business model in a manner that's more conducive with what the NHS is confronting.
Device access has so far showed us the process how to get into the market, showed us also the institution we have to be not aware of, but we have to think about, and to deal with the different possibilities we have to place our product.
Well, I came here today in Manchester to the Healthcare and Innovation Convention. And device access helped me to get in touch with a large number of people all at the same spot. So I got to meet NICE, NHS, NIHR executives and key stakeholders.
So in summary, I think device access has really opened the doors for us in order to move forward with this new approach, and we're very excited about the success this is going to bring.